Okay, now we are done with part 1. Let's go to part 2. And actually for part 2, I really apologize for me being actually quite vague in everything. So really sorry for it, and very thankful for a few students that also let me know how they in spite of my vagueness in my instruction managed to complete the assignment already. What I have included is at the bottom. They actually gave me like a troubleshooting guide. I have included it at the bottom. I'll go through that after everything, but let me try to help to see if can I make this guide a little bit less vague or not. Okay, so the first thing, open so I failed to mention that it is the Anaconda prompt that we are trying to do. And okay, that's that we need to install everything in. I just put command prompt, and that may have caused even further issues. Really sorry about it. Yeah, so let's go to Anaconda prompt, and we're going to go into the desktop. Let's see where the desktop is. Oh, it's interesting, right? So I think our users. So I'll be going to my user, and let's see. Yeah. So assignment 2, and okay, so this will be the directory that we will be working on, and the first thing I want to do is to pip install virtual env. So I already have virtual environments here already, and what I want to do is I want to create a virtual environment, and in this case it is called YOLO environment. I already have it already, so let me see if I can do this. Yes. Okay, let's remove this first and do everything from scratch. In the meantime, I'm going to explain why are we doing this. Python is good in the fact whereby it has certain uses certain virtual environments. So I can't remove it like this. Let me try to do it over here just from so that's done. Let me see if I can remove it. So I was saying this. So Python, there are many it is very common to be using various libraries for Python, and very often certain libraries, they only work for certain versions depending on what you're using. So at any point of time, it's very common that you are running let's say if you're running like 10-15 projects at the same time. Every single one of them will have their own have their own environments that they work the best in. And because of that, one of the ways to do it is by using virtual environments. So in virtual environments, for every single project, we can define what are the requirements that we want for that project. And so whatever libraries that are used for that project only resides in that project alone. And if I have 5 different projects that use 5 different versions of, for example, matplotlib library, so it is able to do that very easily. So I just have 5 different virtual environments that store them individually. So this is what we are doing over here. So currently we are going to create a virtual environment that allows me to install very specific libraries, for example TensorFlow 1.13, and that's one of the big things that is why we are doing that we're doing all this kind of setup in this case. So let's do this virtual env YOLO env. So currently it's going to create the base prefix from my Anaconda. So this may take some time. And I forgot to mention that yeah, let me just go to YOLO scripts. Yeah, so sorry, this should be scripts or source directory, and then I can activate. Yeah, so after I click activate, it should be activated. Yeah, so yeah, it should be activated. So let's go back to my base here, and I will go to create pip install ipy kernel. So I've already ipy kernel already. Okay, so I have all this done. Let me see. Do I need to do this? Python -1 install. Let's try. Do I really need to do this? Wait, I may not need to do step 8. I don't remember. Let's try to not do step 8. What's step 8 for? Not too sure, but let's try this without doing step number 8. So I'm installing TensorFlow 1.13.1. So it is now uninstalling my existing version of TensorFlow 2.0.0 and replacing it with TensorFlow 1.13.1. Unfortunately, the version of YOLO that we are using is using 1.13.1, so we are using a version that of TensorFlow that is relatively older. Okay, so we'll just wait a while for this to complete. Okay, it's done. So what are we doing? Yeah, so we are using a concept known as virtual environments. Packages they often come in different versions, and we may not have it to work in. We want specific versions to work for specific environments. Depend on the project. So right now we are going to we just created a environment for TensorFlow 1.13.1, and right now I'm going to go to Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so right now I have Jupyter Notebook over here. What do I need to do next? Do I need to open my notebook first? Or can I change my kernel first? Kernel error. Change kernel. Let's see if I can change kernel to YOLO. Doesn't seem to be working. Yeah. It's still a kernel error. Let's see if I can do this. Why is there a kernel error? Okay, let me pause the video first. So upon googling, it seems that I included this line for a purpose, else if I don't include that line I will have a kernel error. So I'm going to stop my notebook first. So step 8 is really essential. Okay, let's wait for it to stop. Close all this. I think I can close this as well. Shutting down. Okay, so apparently Stack Overflow tells me I need to type in this line. Probably that was why I have it in my first place. Python -m ipy kernel install. So I was told that I shouldn't have the -- name. I don't know why. I kind of need it, but I was told that this -- name is not really required. But seems to be okay for me. Sorry. Bit distracted. Notebook. Let's hope this works now. So this works. Okay, so after you get here, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Okay, go to so your original kernel probably will not be this. Probably it's something like probably will be .env. So if it's .env, you probably will not be able to run this well. So you will need to change your kernel to this. So after you change the kernel to this, you'll be able to run the following cells. So let's do. Okay, so I have the dark flow already, so I won't be able to run this. I can just run this. Some of these steps will take a bit of time. So yeah, so it's gonna take a bit of time. So apologize for that. So then I'm going to run. Yeah. So basically, some of these cells here you don't need to do anything. Or rather, not say don't need to do anything, but you should not edit these cells. Basically, what we are doing here will be we are going to be installing various packages that are required, and then after that I will install the dark flow, which is the YOLO algorithm. I'm going to create some directories, or this may incur another error. I'm going to import wget, and going to what's this? Install down the names, and then the this will be the graph. This will be the YOLO graph, and then the YOLO weights. This may take some. This step especially is going to take a lot of time. You can see now we're still far from it. Let's go back to the assignment. Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, so we are done here. Okay, tell you what, while waiting for this to complete, does make any sense for you to wait together with me? I'll get back to you again once everything gets downloaded properly. Thank you. Okay, so this took a little bit longer than I expected, about 40 minutes or so. So after that, I'm able to load all the libraries here. So let's go to this. Let's see, is this correct? Oh, this is not correct. So firstly I need to get my change my yeah, so edit the drive in the next line, or rather the folder in the next line. So I need to edit this. Let me see where did I put my folder in. So I put it in my desktop, and in particular, let's see which one. Assignment 2. Okay, assignment 2. Projects YOLO. Okay, let's see. Copy address as text. Okay, let's see if I run this. Yep. So yeah, so it's loading the weights right now. So it will take the yeah, I won't be able to run anything on GPU because I don't have a GPU. So it's now taking the weights from my project folder, and yeah, so currently, yeah, so it completed running the weights. So you don't need to edit this cell as well. So let's see. So it's now loading the image, and right now I'm going to so this is the original image. I'm going to plot over here. So these will be the results that are shown. I detected the person. If there is a person, I show the coordinates of where the person is. And finally, I'm going to do so if I let me see what I'm doing here. So this only prints out the person, and here in fact I blank out the image. Yep. So with this you would have being able to complete this part, and right now at last be able to get to the assignment proper. So what your task is right now is to before you issue out the command of using the prediction algorithm here, you check to see if the image is already in the database. If it is, you find the coordinates from the database, and then you would then display this image over here. If not, you carry out the object detection and insert the new values of these into the database. And that's it. Deliverables is the final notebook, which allows you to carry out this caching for the YOLO algorithm. So that's basically it. Yeah, really that's it. So I've tidied up the document already. Hopefully it is a bit clearer. If you guys still need help, do let me know. But one thing, as I mentioned earlier, one of the students but unfortunately he didn't want me to say his name. He gave a very good troubleshooting guide. So these are some of the things that he mentioned. I think I failed to mention one big thing, which is to use Python 3.x for Anaconda. This I think this step I should be short for this. I really should have said this out. I think some of the instructions I went to give a Linux command instead. So I don't know why I did that. Actually I used Windows. I don't know why I did that. And this is very valid. If you type activate, it doesn't really show, although your environment will be activated, but it doesn't really show. So this is a bug in Windows. This step, I didn't encounter this though. Maybe you can try if you encounter this, remove the full stop. I really didn't encounter this. I think it's because when I created the environment, let me see how did I create the environment. Yeah, I didn't really encounter that. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if it doesn't work for you, maybe you can remove maybe you can remove the period. Yeah, I repeated both 8 and 9, so I removed one of them. So yeah, so please enter Jupyter Notebook only from all the 9 previous steps after you have activated the virtual environment. So yeah, so if you don't do it from the virtual environment, then it probably won't work. Yeah, so run, yeah, very through, run cells 1 to 9 to make sure that all is successful. I think some of the cells really take a long time. Yeah, as I mentioned, it took about 40 minutes even on my laptop. I don't have a very powerful laptop. Yeah, but I'm starting to talk rubbish. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, remember to edit cell number 10, which is, let me see, this cell over here. So you have to edit this cell to use of the folder. Okay, after running cell number 12, yeah, this would appear, and then you will be able to carry out the assignment. So yeah, I also clarified the deliverables as well, as you can see in the document. So this will be the deliverables, and also the submission format, which is over here. Okay. Hopefully this is clear enough. I'm really sorry that some of you all wasted so much time on this assignment. I will do better next time. Thank you so much.